women, and everyday super moms. We got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Eva, you got everybody's ears perked up right about now. What you got in the corner?
B. Rock T, welcome to Eva's Corner. Now today, you know how we do. We unpack everything womanhood, motherhood, and all the juiciness in between. And today I have a story. And I usually get like a one-sided situation. It's usually like a man complaining about his wife or needing advice or vice versa. This time, I got an email from a couple. So the question is, how long is too long for a couple to go without having sex? Now, I must say today's is spicy, so just bear with me here. There's a couple who is trying to figure out their sex life. Now, this subject is a little bit sensitive, not because it's sex, but because the couple just had a baby about 1.5 years ago, and the wife is suffering from postpartum depression. Now, postpartum depression is not an easy situation. I must say, I know it firsthand. I went through it myself. We'll unpack that in a minute. But because of the postpartum depression, she hasn't really been feeling herself. She says she feels very depressed, unattractive. Sometimes it's just hard to get out of bed. She doesn't really find motivation to do much of anything. She's not really happy. And she is a lucky lady because her husband has been extremely supportive and has been there by her side the entire time, patient and everything. Now, it's been 1.5 years, guys. So let's just get real. 1.5 years without sex with your spouse gets a little bit weird. And before you even ask Special K, he said oral's not cutting it anymore. So they are trying some stuff, but they are just have not gotten back to the full intimacy. And his big deal and what he put in his email 3 times is, I want to be intimate with my wife. So my advice, and as a married woman and as a wife, I must say, sex is a very important part of a relationship. And I'm not just talking about the actual release of the endorphins, but I'm talking about the bond and the intimacy with that person. So it's not just about getting your rocks off, so to say, but you want to have a connection. And what happens when that connection is gone, and how do you get it back? And being that she's been suffering from postpartum, you know, I went through postpartum. I was not trying to be touched. I was not happy with the way I look. I felt bad. But because of it, and because I had to be a mom and I had a husband to take care of, I decided to do things for myself. So I got up and ran every day. I did things to work on my weight. I started reading spiritual books to recenter myself. I found an amazing author by the name of Queen Afa who taught me how to be a sacred woman and got me back to my space. And so if she's not ready for all of that and he just needs some help getting some pushing, my advice would be turn to the side. Just turn on to the side. Do a little side.
I mean, turn over.
Just turn. I'm just saying, y'all. I need y'all help with this. But if you're not ready to
be
put
like
on
Marcille
like the
and
full
Mister, just let him do his
lingerie,
business.
no, and it doesn't even have to be like Marcille and Mister. All you have to do is turn to the side and toot back just a little bit.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Let him do his business.
And then you can kind of restart the intimacy.
I don't even need you to wake up. You stay asleep as far as I'm concerned.
But Eva, what happened to praying?
This ain't gonna take
I
long.
think we should pray. You should pray and ask God to help you and help your mate to to understand.
And that's what they have been doing. No one, Gary, no one
seems
has
so
intrusive. It is intrusive, Brad.
Just roll over. I just need a strong 4 minutes.
Make sure I'm awake at least, okay? I'm a conscious.
About 4-5 minutes.
No,
Brad, what would you do?
saying about praying?
It's a conundrum. What do you do?
I mean, does postpartum last 1.5 years? I mean, has it?
They say that stuff lasts a long time sometimes.
It depends because I've had a miscarriage. I'm just going to give y'all just the truth because being a mom it's not easy. And so I've miscarried before. I've had very difficult pregnancies. And so after you come out of that, there's a lot of trauma, psychological and mental trauma that you go through on top of your physical not being what it used to be. So postpartum can last 1 year, Rock. It can last longer. My question is, can we have sex during postpartum?
Why not?
Well, you just told him to turn to the side.
Like you said,
So that
roll
would be
over.
my
Give me them 4
advice.
minutes.